You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing St Mirren versus Rangers tomorrow. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. We'll just get straight into this video, guys. So, St Mirren versus Rangers tomorrow. It's a 3 PM kickoff, by the way. Please don't get caught out by that, thinking that because it's Wednesday it's going to be like a 7:45 kickoff. No, it's 3 PM kickoff for some weird reason. I think it's maybe just because it's a lot of people are on holiday and stuff. It's a 3 PM kickoff. It's available on St Mirren TV. Unfortunately, it's not available on any other channel. Rangers TV have got it on audio only. I think you can get the game on Rangers TV outside the UK, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. I think if you've got like a VPN or something, you possibly might get it on that. Otherwise, you're looking to possibly get a stream or something, which I think unfortunately I'm going to have to do that. I didn't really like to do that. I prefer to watch it on Rangers TV, pay the money, and obviously the club then gets that money. Looking at St Mirren, obviously we know a lot about them. There's no point going into any massive detail about them. We just broke them down a couple of weeks ago in that match where we unfortunately got beat. If you look at the last 3 results, they won 2-0 against Ross County. I think that win kind of papers over the cracks a little bit. That was a tough game for them. Ross County went down to 9 men, and one of those sending offs was a little bit ridiculous. I've seen it 3 times and I still don't know what the guy's been sent off for. It's really stupid red card, and I didn't think it was a red card. And they struggled to break Ross County down, and it was 2 late goals from them, and one of them was a deflection hit off the Ross County player and went in, and the other one was a header from close range. So they kind of rode the luck in that game a little bit. It probably could have been a draw. The game before that, they lost their first game in a good while against Hibs, 1-0. Both teams got put down to 10 men in that game. Another couple of red cards in there. And the game before that, they won 3-2 against St Johnstone, which I mentioned in the video for our St Johnstone game. And there was a red card in that game also. So in their last 3 games, there's been 4 red cards, 2 of them against and 1 of them for St Mirren. So it's interesting that in the last 3 games, there's been less than 22 players leaving the field every single game. That's a wee bit of a weird thing. In terms of how they've played against us this season, well, we already know a couple of weeks ago they beat us 3-2 in the Cup. We're obviously looking to exact revenge on that. The game before that was at home right at the start of the season, and we comfortably beat them 3-0. Looking at our league form, they're 7th in the league with just 21 points. It doesn't look that great, but they've made very, very good strides forward in the last couple of weeks. That's 1 loss in, I think it's about 8 or 9 games now. It's really good form that they're on, but you can never take form into these kind of games, because whenever we visit St Mirren, it's always a difficult game. If they're coming to Ibrox, I would never really worry about it, but going away is a different prospect, and St Mirren Park and the old Love Street as well is just a tough place to go. We never seem to go there and win 4-5-0. It's always 1-0, 2-1s, scrappy, even a draw. It's very difficult to go out and then get a positive result. So yeah, we've got that to contend with, and plus the fact they'll be on a major high after their exploits of beating us and putting us out of the Cup, which is obviously going to be fresh scar tissue for a lot of the players. As hopefully they can use that as an advantage and just go straight after St Mirren and hopefully get an early lead and stick to it this time. And so yeah, to kind of sum up that, I think that St Mirren will play very, very similar to the way they played in that game previously where they beat us. They will look to sit in, soak up the pressure, but they will hit us on the attack. They're very quick. Obika is very quick. He's probably going to be their main threat in attack, but they will have they will look to get people. I think in particular Connolly, try and get him in and supported the attack as much as they can. By the way, Abika is his name. Wrongly referred to him as Ocampo. I was actually getting mixed up with the Hamilton forward in the last video that I did for this, so apologies for that. So now we'll look on to Rangers and how they'll set up, and if we've got any team news to worry about. In terms of team news, Jack is still unavailable. Looks like he's fighting a losing battle to make it back for January the 2nd against Celtic. Here's hoping that he does make that back. He definitely won't be playing in this one. Scotty Arfield, we're waiting on a scan for him. He obviously limped off against Hibs, which was disappointing after he had no long been on the pitch. Took a bit of a knock. So we're waiting on a scan to see if he'll be okay. In my opinion, we probably shouldn't risk him in this game anyway. Niko Katic is the only long-term one, and I think everybody else is fine as far as I'm aware. The big question for me is, will Morelos start, or will he get another place on the bench? I think we really missed him in the last game at St Mirren. I also think we missed him in the Motherwell game. I think he made a massive contribution against Hibs when he came on. It was only a maybe 10-15 minute cameo, but I think he got us up the pitch against Hibs. He gave us a different dynamic up front. And he's obviously got that physical presence that Hadji just doesn't have. Didn't get me wrong, Hadji does kind of hold his own, but he gets fouled a lot. I think Hadji's done fantastic this season. However, I would definitely play Morelos before him, just because of what Morelos brings to the team. A lot of people suggesting that we're saving Morelos for Celtic. I get that, but I'd still want to bring him in here and make a difference because of it. I think we badly missed him in the last game. I'm not saying it was his fault that we lost that game, by the way. I'm just saying that we did miss him, and I think we will need him. I want Roof to continue his form, so I don't know if he'll be maybe pushed to the side. But I did like the way Roof played against Hibs, like, straight through the middle. I thought that was a good option to have. So who knows what he's going to pick, to be honest. I'd expect Balogun to possibly come back in for Helander. St Mirren do have a lot of pace up front, and they tend to kind of try and hit us on the break, and we need to be wary of that. So we need a defender with a bit of pace in him, which is, for me, Balogun. I'd look to maybe bring in Helander for the Celtic game and maybe give him a wee bit of rest just now. In terms of the actual team itself, Gerrard's hinted that he wants to make a couple of changes. There won't be wholesale changes. He won't be making 6-7 changes like he did the last time. We really didn't want to upset the balance of the squad just now. I'd imagine Barisic and Tav will start. So now I'm going to go from a prediction. I've not really stressed in this video how important this game is. Obviously we've got a big game coming up against Celtic. This game is, for me, just as important. We have to go out there and get 3 points. It's absolutely vital that we go into the Old Firm game with as much confidence and much belief as we can. Obviously we want to keep the gap as much as we can. Celtic have got a home game. I can't remember who it is against, but they've got a home game. You would expect them to win it, so we have to keep up the pressure on Celtic and keep winning. And that's the only way we can do that, is by keep winning. And yeah, it's a massive game for us. And I'm going to go positive with my prediction. I'm going to go St Mirren 0, Rangers 2. And I'm going to go for James Tavernier and Kmart Roof. I do believe Morelos will have a big part in this game, but those are my 2 goal scorers. Let me know what you guys think down below. Just before I go, I want to quickly address what Stevie said in the comments. I know Stevie's a Celtic fan, and he always seems to comment on a couple of my videos here and there. He mentioned that it's good that I'm keeping my feet on the ground. I just want to keep emphasising that just now. It's the 29th of December, which is the bi-anniversary, if you like, of when we beat Celtic. We beat Celtic on the 29th in 2008, we beat Celtic on the 29th in 2019, and I think both years the fans kind of got carried away with it, and we kind of looked a bit foolish. We looked like we've got egg on our faces after that, saying we're going to win the league and we're going to this and we're going to do that. Obviously it's slightly different this season. We've got a much stronger squad, we've got a bigger points total, I've got a bigger points gap, but still, let's not get carried away, guys. Still a lot of football to be played. Still, at this point, as I'm recording this video, 3 massive Old Firm games to go, and a lot of football to be played between now and then. So let's just take one game at a time, get the St Mirren game out the way, get the 3 points, and then we can look forward to the Celtic game. So yeah, now I'm just going to wrap the video up. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.